Take the next step in becoming an approved clinical supervisor. UNCG's Department of Counseling and Educational Development has developed this 45-hour continual education training to provide you with all the required knowledge needed to be eligible for the ACS credential available through the Center for Credentialing in Education, a corporate affiliate of the National Board of Certified Counselors. This program is a fully online training that allows you to progress at your own pace in learning foundational concepts and skills needed to be an effective clinical supervisor. A team of 5 counselor educators at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, who possess extensive research and practice background in clinical supervision, developed this program with the needs of the practicing counselor in mind. The training is divided into 10 modules. Each module builds on the ones preceding it. Subsequently, you will be asked to complete a multiple-choice exam at the end of a module before you can proceed to the next module. To provide a context for the course, a counseling session that is referred to as the Case of Nina has been prepared for you to watch and referred to throughout the training. This is a recreation of an actual session between a client and a counselor. It provides many opportunities to consider clinical supervision interventions and dynamics.
And I love them to death. I mean, they're great kids. I mean, that's something that feels really good, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So that's one area of your life that feels solid.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a good relationship with the kids. Really, Scott's got a good relationship with the kids. And, I mean, they're doing really well. I see some of my friends and their kids who are always getting into trouble.
The following is a sample of our lecture and demonstration on using the thinking aloud technique as an intervention.
And so another intervention strategy or way that recordings can be used is called the thinking aloud technique. And this is a process where the intention of this particular intervention would be modeling the how to think like a counselor for the supervisee. And the way that we do this typically is we sort of set it up with the supervisee, what we'd like to do. We sort of get it's important here, I think, to get their permission to do this and to be very tentative in terms of how you set it up, that your thoughts are not their thoughts and they're not necessarily even right. But what you're doing is modeling for them a particular way of thinking about the counseling process, about this particular client, about my work. And so you might focus in on something that a particular client says or some way that their nonverbal behaviors may be giving you information as a counselor, comparing and contrasting how a particular client presents in a session versus how they might have presented in previous sessions. So what is changing, what is shifting?
It's honestly quite a challenge for me. I've found lately that when I look at my schedule and I see that she's on the air for that day, I get a reaction to that. I kind of dread it a little bit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I get the sense she would be a real challenging client to work with.
Yeah.
And that's
she is.
What fits for you. Do you know what about it is difficult? Do you know what the struggle is for you?
I just feel like I have a hard time understanding her and understanding her decisions or her inability to make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions about our approved clinical supervisor training, visit us on the web at soe.uncg.edu/ACS.